are talking with Pamela Carter, a candidate for Scottsdale City Council. The council is made up of 7 members, 1 mayor, 6 city council members, each serving 4-year terms. Pamela, thank you for your willingness to take on a leadership role to shape the present and the future direction of our city. You will have 60 seconds for an opening statement, and next there will be 3 questions, allowing 60 seconds for your response. Pamela, could you tell us a little bit about your background, introduce yourself, and why you are seeking a position as Scottsdale City Council member?
Yes, thank you so much for having me, Tammy, and the rest of the crew here. Yes, I was born and raised in Arizona. I'm a native Arizonan, grew up right here in Scottsdale, and went to school in the Arcadia district. I love this city, and that's why I jumped in the race. I was not happy with what happened in our elections, and I wanted to do something solid to put my footprint right here in Scottsdale, the city that I love. My parents were also residents, and we owned property here for generations. I am the great-granddaughter of immigrants that came here from Mexico to work in the copper mines. And so, you know, they came, they got their citizenship, and I'm a strong proponent of home ownership. My grandmother was Martina, and as a single mom, she bought her first home with what money she got from the government when her son was killed at the Battle of the Bulge. So I had invested here.
What would you say are the top 3 responsibilities of the Scottsdale City Council, and why?
Well, for me, it's to protect the amazing heritage that we have in Scottsdale. It was founded by a wonderful man, Winfield Scott, who is also a chaplain. I have my master's degree in theology as well as in mass communications. I've done media here for years. I had my own TV shows that aired nationwide. I was the station manager of KPAZ television right here in the Valley. I interviewed hundreds and maybe thousands of community leaders. I've had my footprint here for many, many years. I was a former business owner of the largest sports medicine and weight training facility right here in South Scottsdale. So I love promoting business. Tourism is a huge part of our culture, our Western heritage.
The 2021-22 City of Scottsdale budget is over $2 billion, with over 2,500 employees. What departments or initiatives need more funding or less funding, in your opinion?
Well, I am a fiscal conservative, so I believe this $2.1 billion, actually they just spent $50 million on a project to widen Pima up north, and I think that's gratuitous spending. They want to put sidewalks in, they want to increase the width of Pima, but narrow Hayden. Hayden Boulevard was one of our go-to boulevards when traffic was very tight on Scottsdale Road. So to narrow Hayden and make people bike and walk, I am not in favor of. Also, the high-rise, high-density overdevelopment of apartments coming into our city. We already have 53,000 apartments, and yet we're being told that we need more apartments, more affordable housing. And I am not in favor of building more apartments when we already have 53,000. I'm a proponent of home ownership, and I think we can do that.
How would you grade the current city council and 6 city council members? Would you give them A, B, C, D, or fail?
Well, I think it's a very hard position to listen to all sides of an issue and then come to a sensible decision that makes sense to everyone. I think we have to be strong as council members to know where we stand on development, traffic, to do what's best for Scottsdale. I'm a strong proponent of supporting tourism. In fact, I am endorsed by Nancy Bardo, Maria Sims, Charlie Kirk has just endorsed me, as well as Officer Brandon Tatum, who I know people love. I do want to see our council get more involved and go out into the community like I have always done for over 30 years. I've been out in the community and talking to people. I was also on the board of directors for Help for Kids, which reached out to at-risk children and families. We did food boxes and reached out through churches and faith communities. Also, I'm in favor of the Jewish community and a very strong proponent of supporting Israel.
As your career progresses, would you like to someday be the mayor of Scottsdale?
Absolutely, I would.
Very good. Okay, in a closing statement, would you like to elaborate on any topic?
Well, the main thing is I love people. I love Scottsdale, but it's the people in Scottsdale that I love. And I'm also a very strong prayer warrior. I believe my faith and my God connection, I can be an influencer in this community. I think leadership is very important in that we want to influence others. I think I can influence the council. I think I can influence other people in our community to do the right thing, to reach out and help the homeless, help the poor, but also not put that on our taxpayers. I think that needs to be in our charitable contributions. It needs to be in our faith communities, our Jewish synagogues, and other organizations like the Phoenix Rescue Mission. So those are the things that are really on my heart. Also, I am a strong proponent of supporting our police. We right now are 35 police officers short, and we need to make sure they are fully staffed and fully funded so that we don't have crime increasing, especially in our entertainment district. So I'm Pamela Carter. Please go to my website, pamelacarter.com, for more information. You can learn all about me there. God bless.
Best of luck to you on the upcoming general election on November 8th. And for those of you on early voting list, your ballot will be mailed on October 12th. Once again, thank you, Pamela.
Thank you so much. What a pleasure.